So today's practice, we are going to start on our backs. So you'll come to lie on your back. You'll take your feet mat's distance apart. Allow the thighs and knees to rest in on one another. Place one hand on the abdomen, one hand on the chest. Eyes closed if that's comfortable for you. So as you're settling in, just taking a moment to check in with the breath. Not changing the breath, but just observing the breath. And noticing the qualities of your breath at this moment. Is the breath choppy or smooth? Does the inhale match the exhale, or are they different? Is the breath coming and going in its own time, or are you shaping the breath? But just observe your breath the way that it is in this moment. And then bring your awareness to your hands. Just notice the rising and falling of the hands as you breathe. And now bring your awareness to the entire body, beginning from the toes, scanning all the way to the crown of the head. And then exhaling, scanning, crown of the head down to the toes. And bringing your awareness and breath into the abdomen. As you inhale, sense the abdomen expand into the bottom hand. And as you exhale, the navel returns towards the spine. So inhale, relaxing the muscles of the abdomen, allowing it to expand into the bottom hand. And exhale the navel towards the spine. Continue to breathe there. And now inviting the breath up to the chest. So on your next inhale, breathe into the abdomen all the way to the chest. Exhale, chest to abdomen. Inhaling, bottom hand lifts, top hand lifts. Exhale, chest releases and the navel goes towards the spine. Continue to breathe in that way. And just taking a moment to observe and notice how a few minutes of conscious breathing can help settle the body, breath, and the mind. opening the eyes, coming onto all fours into tabletop. Neutral spine, gazing down in between the hands. On your next inhale, extend the right arm forward and the left leg back. Exhale, the right hand flat and the left knee down. Inhale, left arm forward, right leg back. Exhale, left palm down, right knee to the floor. So continue to alternate sides, right arm, left leg. And then left arm, right leg. The next time you extend the right arm forward and the left leg back, hold there, gaze down towards the floor. Toes pointed down, extending through the heels all the way through the points of the fingers. On your next exhale, release the limbs down. Second side, left arm forward, right leg back, gazing down towards the floor. On your next exhale, release the limbs down. Now begin to move through cat and cow with your breath. So inhale, release the abdomen, gaze towards the ceiling. Exhale, round the back and release the neck. Inhale, abdomen releases, gaze towards the ceiling. Exhale, round the back and release the neck. A few more rounds with your breath. On your next exhale, tuck the toes under and stretch back to downward facing dog. Gaze forward towards your hands. Bring the feet towards the hands at the top of the mat. Halfway lift on your inhale. Forward fold on your exhale. Upward salute on your inhale. Hands to the chest as you exhale. We'll move through a few half sun salutations. So upward salute. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Upward salute. Hands together at the center of the chest. Upward salute. Exhale and fold. Halfway lift. And fold. Upward salute. Hands together at the center of the chest. 4 more times. Upward salute. Exhale and fold. Halfway lift. Upward salute. And hands together at the center of the chest. Upward salute. And fold. Half a lift. And fold. Upward salute. Hands to the chest. We'll modify chair pose. And fold. Half a lift. And fold. Chair pose. Inhale to stand. Exhale the hands together at the chest. 2 more rounds. Chair pose. And fold. Half a lift. And fold. Chair pose. To stand. Exhale the hands together at the chest. 1 more time, chair pose. And to fold. Half a lift. And fold. Chair pose. To stand. Hands together at the center of the chest. Okay, upward salute. Exhale and fold. Half a lift. Downward facing dog. Plank pose. To the chest. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Plank pose. To the chest. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Plank. To the chest. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward salute. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Three breaths. After your third exhale, feet and hands meet at the top. Half a lift on your inhale, forward fold on your exhale. Upward salute on your inhale. Hands to the chest as you exhale. Upward salute. Exhale and fold. Half a lift. Right leg back, right knee down. Fingertips to the floor. Inhale the left leg long. Spine long. Fold over the left leg. Left foot flat. Exhale the hips forward. Engage the right glute. Left leg long. Spine long. And fold. Left foot flat. Hips come forward, engage the right glute. 2 more rounds. Left leg long, spine long, fold. Left foot flat. Left leg long, spine long, hold here. If you can, ensure the right hip and knee are stacked. On your next exhale, left foot flat, engage the right glute. Bring your hands to your hips. Ensure the left knee and ankle are stacked. Pelvis is neutral, spine tall. Left hand remains on the hip. Inhale the right arm into the air. Slight back bend in the upper back as you gaze towards the thumb. On your next inhale, bring the left arm alongside of the ear. Exhale your hands to the top of the mat. Downward facing dog for stillness or plank pose for movement, your choice. You come into plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right foot in between the hands, left knee down. Inhale, the left leg long, spine long, fold over the right leg. Right foot flat, engage the left glute. Right leg long, spine long, fold over the right leg. Right foot flat, hips come forward, engage the left glute. 2 more rounds. Right leg long, spine long. We're going to hold. Make for sure that the left hip and knee are stacked, and then fold over the right leg. On your next inhale, right foot flat. Bring your hands up to the hips. Hips come forward. Engage the left glute. Right knee and ankle are stacked. Right hand on your hip. Left arm extends. Slight back bend in the upper back as you gaze towards the left thumb. On your next inhale, bring the right arm alongside of the ears. Exhale. exhale the hands to the mat. Plank pose for movement or downward facing dog for stillness. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step the left foot in between the hands, right knee down. Bring your hands to your hips. On your next inhale, lift the right knee off the ground. Exhale the right knee to the floor. Inhale, right knee off the ground. Exhale the right knee to the floor. Inhale, right knee off the ground. Hold here. Pelvis is neutral. Arms alongside of the ears for crescent lunge. On your next exhale, release your hands down to the mat. Step the right foot in. We're going to prepare for pyramid pose. So adjust your legs and stance at whatever distance works best for you. Your hands can be on the floor. If you have blocks, you can reach for your elbows behind the back. But before we get there, inhale, halfway lift the spine. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Remain in pyramid pose. Three additional breaths. After your third breath, inhale, halfway lift. Step back with the right leg, right knee to the floor. Bring both hands inside of the left foot. You can choose to keep the right knee on the floor or lift the right knee off the floor. Palms flat or forearms to the floor, your choice. Just make for sure that the left knee and ankle are stacked. So on your next inhale, step back to plank pose for movement or downward facing dog for stillness. Side two, right foot in between the hands and the left knee down. Left toes tucked under, hands to your hips. On your next inhale, lift the left knee off the ground. Exhale the left knee to the floor. Inhale, lift the left knee off the ground. Exhale the left knee to the floor. Inhale, left knee off the ground. Exhale, left knee to the floor. Left knee off the ground. Holding here. Right knee and ankle are stacked. Arms alongside of the head, crescent lunge. On your next exhale, hands to the top of the mat. Step the left foot forward, adjust for pyramid pose. Choose a place for your hands. Inhale, the spine long. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Inhale, the spine long. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Stay folded over the right leg. On your next inhale, lift the pathway. Step back with the left leg, left knee to the floor. Walk the right foot out to the side. Bring both hands inside of the right foot. Right knee and ankle are stacked. Left knee flat to the floor, or left knee lifted off the floor, your choice. On your next inhale, walk back up onto your hands if you're not there already. Walk the right foot back in between the hands, plank pose for movement, or downward facing dog for stillness. Walking your feet to your hands. Inhale, half a lift. Exhale to fold. Upward salute. Hands together at the center of the chest. Take a big step with your right foot towards the back of your mat. Come to a wide leg stance. Turn your toes out 45 degrees. Bring your arms alongside of the ears. On your next exhale, bend into the knees, arm to cactus. Inhale, legs straight, arms straight. Exhale, bend the knees, arms to cactus. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, hold here. Center of the knee over the second toe. Pelvis is neutral, spine tall, collarbones forward, chin parallel to the floor. 9 additional breaths. After your 9th exhalation, inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Hands to the hips as you hinge forward. Come to a wide leg forward fold. Take your hands or arms in any position that feels best for you. Three additional breaths. After your 3rd breath, return your hands underneath your shoulders. You're going to move the hips laterally side to side in any way that works for your body. Now making your way back to center. Pigeon toe your feet to an appropriate distance. We're going to lower our hips and squat. This may be a spot where you may need a support. So if your low back tends to round, if there's any discomfort in the low back, your spine's not tall, come to find support underneath your sit bones. Regardless of where you are, we'll all place our elbows in between our thighs, hands together in a prayer position. Three additional breaths. After your third breath, release your hands to the floor, lift the hips up. If you're using support, you can place your support off to the side, walk your hands around to the top, downward facing dog. So coming forward to plank pose, side plank to the right, center to plank, side plank to the left. Plank in the center, side plank again to the right and hold. If you need to modify, you can lower the right knee down to the floor. Next exhale, left hand down, plank in the center. Plank to the left. Back to center, lower the knees down, come to sit on your heels, hands resting on the thighs. Three additional breaths. After your third breath, come to stand on your knees. We're going to come into a modified version of camel pose. So bring your hands to your hips, elbows back. Engage the glutes, press the hips forward. You have the option of staying here, or you can also deepen the posture by bringing a back bend to your upper back. Glutes remain engaged. If you'd like, you can tilt your head back and gaze towards the ceiling. On your next inhale, come back up to center, coming to sit. Cross-leg seat. Inhale, bringing the arms alongside of the head. Release the left hand down, lean to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, lean to the left. We're going to pause there. Inhale to center and lean to your right. Inhale to center. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand behind, spine tall. 3 breaths in the twist. After your third exhalation, arms alongside of the ears, left hand to the right knee, right hand behind, spine tall. Inhale to center. We're going to walk the arms forward, fold forward. You want to make for sure that your neck and spine are in line. So if your head can't touch the floor, or stack hands. If you have a block or any other support, you can press underneath the head, do so. Or just keep your arms out in front, keep the chest lifted at that spot for you. Just tuck the chin slightly and hold there. On your next inhale, coming back up, switch the cross of the legs, fold in again. On your next inhale, walking yourself back up to sit. Extend your legs out in front. Another forward fold, bringing your arms alongside of the ears. Hinge at the hips. Hands for the feet. Bottom of the foot, ankles, shins, or floor. If you need to bend your knees, do so. You're going to fold forward. Coming to lie on your back. Coming into a supine twist of your choice. Knees to the left first. Inhale, bring the knees to center, and then over to the right. On your next inhale, bring the knees back to center. Draw circles with the knees a few times, massaging the low back. After you've drawn a few circles, feel free to extend your legs along the ground. Coming into the final resting pose, Shavasana. If you need to grab anything to put on the body or to cover the body or to support your Shavasana, feel free to do so. Bringing your awareness to the breath, observing the flow of the breath as it enters and exits the nostrils. As you inhale, sense the cool, nourishing breath enter the nostrils. And as you exhale, sense the warm, cleansing breath leave the nostrils. As you inhale, you're bringing new life and vitality to the body. And as you exhale, ridding the body of any waste or fatigue. Observe the rising and falling of the navel. We're going to be begin systematic relaxation, I'm going to mention a part of the body, and when I do, bring your awareness there, allowing it to remain until you hear the next body part mentioned. The crown of the head, sides of the head, forehead, eyes, ears, temples, cheeks, tip of the nose. Sense the breath here. Inside of the mouth, jaw, tongue, throat, sides of the neck, shoulders, elbows, wrist, tips of all 10 fingers. Sense the breath here. Wrist, elbows, shoulders, center of the chest. Sense the breath here. Navel, center of the pelvis, hips, knees, ankles, tips of the toes. Sense the breath here. Ankles, knees, hips, buttocks, low back, middle back, upper back, back of the neck, back of the head, crown of the head. Breathe as if the whole body is breathing. Bring your awareness back to the body and reconnect to the breath. Gradually increase the length of the inhale and the exhale. You can begin to make small movements with the fingers and toes. Rotating the wrist and ankles. Gently turning the head from side to side. Extending the arms overhead, stretching from the tips of the fingers all the way down to the toes. And then rolling to the right side of the body, taking a few resting breaths there. Now placing the left hand onto the ground to help you come up to sit in a comfortable cross-legged seat with the eyes closed, hands together at the center of the chest. We lost video, but you still have my voice. Placing your hands at the crown of the head, honoring right thought. Hands to the lips, honoring right speech. Hands to the heart, honoring right action. Namaste. Even though you can't see me, you can hear me. Thank you for joining me for practice. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon/evening and hope to see you in virtual space soon. Thank you for joining me.